Yes?
Greetings.
Hello.
I'm Obulus, my name. Please, the Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
Hello.
Burns.
What are you looking at?
Look at that. Another snub from the city.
There you are. Good. What? No, on the contrary. Even though us voices have a lot of privileges within the Relata, we're still under constant observation, just like the Scions and the Acolytes. If I were to leave town without any reason, that would raise more suspicion than just dropping off the grid for a couple of hours down here. Well, that's the plan. But as I said, we will have to discuss a couple of things first. And please listen carefully, even if it sounds boring. If we blow our cover, then it will not just be the end of our plan, but also the end of the two of us. So, the Relata has a holy scripture called the Relas, or the Book Out of the Ashes. Its verses are the commandments of every Relaim. It affects you because there are a couple of rules that you have to abide by once we're inside the temple. To infringe them is a crude sign of disrespect, and no mercenary who values his life would do that. In other words, if we want nobody to get wind of our plan, you'll need to fit in. Number 1, never talk to an acolyte, or voice, or seer if they don't address you first. As a mercenary, you're at the bottom of the hierarchy, on one level with the Scions. By their garments, Scions wear plain robes and sometimes hoods. Acolytes wear the purple robes of the Relata with their distinctive sun pattern. Seers wear similar robes, only more ornate. Voices wear the same armor that I wear. Rule number 2, wear this, or a helmet, whenever you enter the temple. The Relata detests the display of the body, as all corporeality. Nobody will attack you if you enter the temple unveiled, but it will make people suspicious. And finally, rule number 3, do not openly talk about the Father. It's considered blasphemy. You most likely won't see him before the expedition anyways. There are a lame down there that have been committed to the Relas for 20 years now and never saw him in person. I guess I saw him more than once as he experimented on my body as a child, but if you're referring to my time at the Relata, yes, I have. Different. A lot more different from how you would probably picture him. How would I know? It's a rule, and we all know how much religious people love following rules without questioning them. I'm sure the father had his reasons. It binds us to the physical plane. Yeah, one more thing. In case the first seer asks, you contacted me, not the other way around. You heard the rumor that the father is looking for the lost pages, and a man named Rezio Doran gave you the tip about Carlion. You then contacted me and the false dog, and we went to get the pages together. Either way, enough of the talking. I informed the first seer of our coming, and like any sleeper, you will be tested by another voice in front of the temple. A person who hasn't seen the truth yet. In other words, everybody who's not a Relame. Follow me.
Well, well. The venerable sun-child graces us with its presence. Come to gawk at the people worse off than you.
It's almost the same. Why even bother?
Wait and see. Fucking sissy. my dam.
A sunchild, huh? Word of advice. Don't go sauntering about dark alleys down here. And watch your pockets.
You're not one of the Relata's mercenaries, are you? Word has it they're hiring again. Give him a wide berth if I were you.
Obulus, my dame, please. The Lord will redeem you for your kindness.
All right, almost there.
Move along.
Something you want to tell me? Should have just paid his shadow tax. Well, some people never learn.
Yes,
Brother Sorrow?
Brother Wrath. From ashes to blood. From blood to liberation. Is this the sleeper?
Yes,
She knows the rules.
of course.
Good. Hold still. Interesting. You may enter.
Thank you, brother.
Father's blessings.
Well, that was strange. Ah, right. The short version. Once you devote your life to the Relas, you need to take on a new name. The name of your biggest vice in your life before the awakening. Relaim always call each other by their new names, but we voices often use our dead names in the outside world. Every emotion is a weakness. Joy, greed, lust, scorn. According to the Relas, everything that is human is another obstacle on the way to transcendence. Hardly. Most people don't like talking about their lives before the Relata. This man, he wasn't just any voice. He was the Father's right hand, Brother Sorrow. Most Relaim do. Complete veiling isn't required, but it's considered a sign of religious devotion. I know. He's always been like that. But don't underestimate him. This man is a monster. I once saw him fight 4 thugs at once who thought it was a good idea to rob a voice of the Father. He decapitated one of them, broke another one's face, and cut down the remaining 2 with a single swing of his sword. Good question. Let's just stay on our guard. Yes.
never understand them. You should stop agonizing over them.
They're my family.
Wrong. They were. You are Ralaim now, and Transcendence is near. So we are the only family you need. So just burn these letters, meditate, and perform rituals. Now isn't the time to stray from the Ralas. There is nothing to forgive.
First seer. From ashes to blood, from blood to liberation.
Ah, Brother Wrath. Is this our visitor?
Yes, First Seer. She helped me find the lost pages.
Interesting. Show me. Interesting. Tell me, how did you know that the Father is looking for these? I see. And how did you meet Brother Wrath? Also through your contact? It is indeed. Well then, I am Brother Longing, or to you, the First Seer. I assume Brother Wrath promised you a reward for these.
I have 300 pennies.
Good. Then go up to the tower and talk to Sister Envy. She will pay you. Brother Wrath, will you escort our guest back outside?
If that is your wish, then yes, First Seer.
What do you mean by that?
I was thinking... irrelevant. Father's blessings, First Seer. Thank you for your time.
Speak.
Well, the expedition. You said that the Father ordered you to find capable mercenaries. Treasure hunters.
I understand. You think she'd be a fitting candidate? I fail to see any magical talent in her, however. Why do you think she could be of use to us? We have enough leg breakers already.
Fair point, First Seer. I'm sorry.
Fine then. We actually have enough mercenaries already, but you seem to be more capable than the scum that usually runs the Undercity's alleys. However, before I recommend you to the Father, I want you to prove yourself. Brother Greed. Sister Pride. Is she still in the Lightgrove? Good. Then escort this woman into the Dark Valley. I want you to kill someone for us. Sister Pride. A voice who has betrayed us. Bring me her heart, and I'll consider recommending you to the Father. An expedition will be taking place soon, and we are still looking for capable mercenaries. I believe my instructions were quite clear. As I said, she betrayed us. Not for this mission, no, but as I said, if you succeed, I will suggest you as a potential candidate for the expedition, and that mission will be lucrative. Correct. She fled into a cave, probably hoping that we wouldn't find her there. Brother Greed will show you the way. Good luck. And you, Brother Wrath, will stay. There is something we need to discuss.
16th of the Conquering, 8233. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, and they all know. They know, but they act like they don't. But what can I do? It's not my fault. I didn't want to be this way. I didn't. I need to think. Think and pray. It will get better. It will. Who are you? No, wait. Don't say anything. You're my punishment, aren't you? You're here to kill me. The faces. I just couldn't bear them any longer. I couldn't. None! At first, I thought it would pass, you know? That it's just a disease, like the fever. But it didn't. It only got worse. First this strangeness. Then, the faces. This feeling that I wasn't myself. That Sister Pride, Nessa, is only a puppet who thinks she is real. Me, my name, before the father showed me the Ralas. It started 2 years ago. Sometimes, when I talked to people, their faces began to run off. Like color. Like wax. At first I thought I was ill, so I drank grunt root every day, but it never got better. Only worse. Everything started to melt. First the nose, then the eyes, then the mouth. Until there was nothing left but a smooth, egg-shaped piece of skin. Yes, it doesn't help with the strangeness, but at least I don't have to see faces anymore. No, of course not. Because nobody could find out. Had they found out, then the father would have left me behind on the Day of Transcendence. And I couldn't let that happen. Don't you understand? I couldn't. Why? Because I was weak. Angry and weak. I thought, if only I fled far away from the father, then the faces would return. But they didn't. Of course they didn't. Because I was the problem to begin with. My faith was too weak. My devotion to the Ralas too little. And that is why I need to die. I finally accepted it. Everything. All this time, I was a bad Ralayim. I sinned. Again and again. I succumbed to my body, just as the sleepers do. And it corrupted my mind. I don't want to talk about it. Of course you don't. Because you're a sleeper. But didn't the father tell you to? No, there isn't. And even if there were, I wouldn't want it. This is my punishment. The punishment for my weakness. And if I had the courage, I would have already ended it myself. If you want to help me, then help me sleep. And make it painless.
you got? Damn you!
First of the golden moon, 8233. I can't bear it any longer. Father, Malphus, Fate, or whoever is listening, save me, or I will break. I will run, far away from this temple. Far away. Somewhere where nobody knows me, and where nobody sees me, and where I see nobody. Forgive me, Father. I need to leave, or I will break.
Like the bites of flint. lucky.
you there? Sleeper, do you have a second?
Observe. Don't We're watching you, Sleeper. Always.
What? No, to that lovely wall right behind you. Come, follow me. There's something we need to talk about.
Alright, this is better. You're a mercenary, aren't you? You're the one who found the missing pages. Well, cuz I could use your help. What do you mean? Of course we are. Though it might be wise not to go around telling everyone. You as a sleeper are frowned upon. I'd rather not. You get the point. Simple. I want you to find something for me. Relics, old civilizations, collectibles. In return, you'll be paid generously. None of your business. Fine. What does it matter? It's been a year since I accepted the Relas as the only truth. But, for some reason, the First Seer still has me scrubbing prayer benches and tending the gardens, whereas other, far less promising scions have already been raised to acolytes. It's no secret that the Father has a vivid interest in ancient civilizations, so, well, call it what you will. Well, guess what? Not all of us grew up in rat shit and guano. I'm not from the Undercity. Quite the opposite, actually. I'm of Sublime Path. Well done. Why did I leave my oh-so-glorious future among the Arc Bourgeois behind me? Because it's nonsense. Empty, asinine nonsense. Just like that clergy's blathering about Malthus and the righteous path. The bourgeois try to drown the pointlessness of their existence in costly jewelry, powdered wigs, and Arazalian brandy. Whereas the godlambs tell each other and the populace lies about the oh-so-glorious eternal paths, where we can all lick honey off a virgin's teat, if only we're docile and subservient enough while we're alive. They do, which doesn't prevent the scion from stashing away a pouch of pennies for a rainy day, does it? I don't have parents anymore. The Relata is my family now. But yes, my breeders know very well where I am, and they have tried to end my folly more than once. I haven't heard from them. However, since Brother Greed sent the 2 bullies they hired to bring me back to the upper city, back with their arms and legs broken. Oh, and just how am I supposed to do that? Should I just strip off my robes and saunter out of here like Sister Pride did? Forget about it, sleeper. One who accepts the Relas walks it for the rest of his life. And even though I'm grateful for your spiritual advice, I didn't ask for your opinion, but for your services as a mercenary. anything related to the old civilizations. Starling technology, Pyrian pottery, you get the idea. It won't be to your disadvantage. You can count on that. Just come back here once you've found something, and I'll buy it for a price none of the merchants will offer you. Understood? Good. I'll be waiting.
Stranger, what brings you here? Show me 300 pennies. And just what in the Father's name did you do to earn such copious pay? Impressive. Here's your money. Good luck. Not much, but if it's scrolls and potions you're after, I might be able to help. Here, take a look.
Would you look at that? The mercenary returns. Why? Would you like to become one of us? None taken. Ask. Let me put it this way. How can one overcome a vice if he indulges it on a daily basis? The more we eat, the more we feel, the more we copulate, the more we identify with this vessel, and the further we distance ourselves from transcendence. Asceticism is the key to purity. The Lightborn, false gods, the lot of them. Mages who are being idolized as something they never were, if there's still anything at all, that is. You hear a lot of things these days. You see, their faith is hollow. They tell their lambs that they protect them, that they will grant them a better life after death, even though they know that they can do neither the one thing nor the other. Death is the end of existence, and anyone who hasn't succeeded in separating from his vessel by the time it arrives simply ceases to exist. That's a long story, and discussing it would exceed both my time and my patience. Forgive me. Show me. Well then, you upheld your end of the bargain, so I'll do the same. I don't care. She gave herself to the Ralas, to the Father, and she betrayed us. The punishment for this is death. End of story. The Father will. I will put forward my recommendation. We will contact you once he has made his decision. Now leave.
Sharon.
Relata Shara.
Madame.
I think I have a letter for you. At least I think it's you. You look just like the Meister told me.
Just had to bring it, didn't you?
Well, the Meister also said you'd pay me 10 pennies for the delivery. He didn't have any coin. Whoa! Thank you! Malthus bless you and safe travels!
Would you look at that? A visitor from the surface. Want a word of advice? Play by the rules.
so hungry. Did you kill her? Good. That's good. You know, Nessa joined the Relata only shortly after me. She was an orphan too. We even shared the same bunk bed for a year or so. And now she's dead. That feels strange. Close? I didn't say we were close. She was a murderer, just like all those lunatic bastards. I would have cut her throat myself without a moment's hesitation had our plan demanded it. Faces? Huh. What should I make of it? I'm not an apothecary. Maybe she hit the dust a little too heavily on her visits to the Silver Cloud. She wouldn't be the first villain with a drug problem. Now, we wait until we hear back from the first seer. If we're unlucky, that's where our plan will end. If the father is not interested in your services, there's nothing we can do. However, there's something else I might need your help with in the meantime. It has to do with my past, with the refuge. Yeah. I told you that Shagun, the matron of the house, knew about the abductions, didn't I? That she sold us? Well, I only learned that recently. I used to think that the Relata forced Shagun to give us away. And even now, there's still a part of me that wants to believe it. The reason why I'm going back to the refuge is that I want to know for certain. I want to know how rotten a soul Shagun really was. And who knows? Maybe we'll also find more about what the father actually did with us children. More about the experiments. I hope so. It was closed down after the flesh maggot plague killed Shagun, so her documents might still be there. Thing is, ever since the Red Madness, the place has been crawling with lost ones. Exactly. I'd probably be able to do it myself, but now is the wrong time to take unnecessary risks. So, let's meet at the marketplace, right in front of Zorgben and Sons. I'll make some preparations.